Hey guys, it's Savannah
and Addison, and welcome back to my mom's channel.
Today we have some fun everyday decor Dollar Tree DIYs. Addison helped me out in some of these, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, for this first DIY, you're going to need 3 of these long wood signs from the Dollar Tree. Now, technically, you probably don't need 3. You could probably get away with 2. And then I just cut them into 3 halves. I didn't really measure. I just cut them until I got 3 sizes that I liked that would look cute on top of each other. And then I cut them down. And then I'm letting Addie pick out a color. And she picked Celery by Waverly. And so we're going to start painting these. I painted the bottom and the top one in the color Drop Cloth by Dixie Belle. And then Addison painted the middle one with the Celery Waverly chalk paint. And we did have to do a couple coats on the front of these just because of the words and the black. It kept showing through. So we would paint, dry it until we got it how we liked it. And then one coat on the sides and the back was plenty just because it was white and there was really nothing to cover up. Once these were fully painted and dried, we are then going to go in and distress it with our chip brush and some antique Waverly wax. So I was kind of nervous about letting Addison distress because honestly, I don't know why I was so nervous, because you really can't mess up when you're distressing. It all looks like it's supposed to be there in some sort of way. But I'm trying to teach her how to just kind of feather out on the edges and then kind of dry brush in the middle. And she actually ended up doing a great job. Like, I love how hers turned out. So she is a little DIYer in the making. This was so much fun to do. And this project is one of my favorites from today. It just turns out so cute. And it's just, yeah, it's definitely one of my favorites. And it will be in my house for years to come. So next, I printed this saying off on my Cricut. It says, "The greatest is love." This is in the Bible in 1 Corinthians, and it's also in a really good Alan Jackson song. And I just love this saying, and I thought it was going to be really cute on these. So I let Addison weed out the parts, and then we are laying them on the blocks. So there's really no rhyme or reason to this. I just, just laid these out. I don't even know why I'm saying this, but, pretty simple. Again, I always say this, but if you don't have a Cricut, you don't need one. And this turns out so stinking cute. I love it. Because I struggle with transfer tape, I didn't really want to, let Addison do too much of this because I didn't want her to rip the words, but she did help me, rub them in wherever I can't find that scraper thing from Cricut. I have no idea where it's at. And so, yeah, so we just did that, and then I let her pull off the transfer tape. Next, Addison is just taking that brush that had the drop cloth color on it and just dry brushing over the words, because this vinyl is not matte. It's actually shiny, and your girl does not like that. So I was trying to tone it down a little bit, and that definitely did work. Then I'm just laying a bead of hot glue on the top of the bottom one, letting Addison place the middle block there, and then I lay some more hot glue on top of that one and let her place the top block on top of that. Pretty simple. And again, you guys, you have to let me know what you guys think about this. I don't know. I was really proud of this one. I loved it. I felt like this looked like something you would buy in the store. And then, of course, because I always have to add something else, we're going to add just a little extra detail to it in a second. So this is what I was talking about. I had an extra one of these, I don't know what you would call them, drawer pulls, handles, that I got from Walmart in a pack of 2. It was like a bronze color, so I did spray paint it in some matte black. And then I just placed some hot glue on the bottom of it. Now, I would recommend using super glue if you don't want it to go anywhere. And then I let Addison place it, and I just felt like this gave it just an extra little touch and just added, I don't know, it just really pulled this piece all together for me. And I think this is going to be so cute, honestly, anywhere in your house. So let me know what you guys think. So if you can't tell, this video is a lot different than my other videos. Every other month, me and my friends, they've become some of my best friends on YouTube, we do our Fab 4 collab. This month's theme was Make It With Mommy in honor for like Mother's Day, you know, because Mother's Day is in May. So we decided to do DIYs with our kids. We just thought it would be fun. So in my description box, there is going to be a link to their channels. After you're done watching mine and Addison's video, of course, be sure to check them out and go see what these girls made with their kids. Moving on to our second DIY. Now, you guys, if I'm being honest, I had no idea what I was going to do with this DIY. I honestly just started grabbing things and it just came together and it turned out super, super cute. So I'm taking some of these square wood planks from the Dollar Tree. You're going to need 4, and I'm just hot gluing the edges together. Now, I found it easier to take 2 and make an L shape, then take the other 2, make an L shape, and then put them together just so that it lined up and everything fit good. You know, sometimes you have to squeeze things in there. And then once they were all glued, I'm taking one of these square signs from the Dollar Tree. This is from St. Patrick's Day, but they have them all the time. And I hot glued it to the bottom of this little square planter. Then I'm taking the color drop cloth. Well, Addison is taking the color drop cloth, and we are going to paint this whole planter. I only had to do 1 coat on the, you know, the box itself because those were a blank color, but the green part I did have to do a couple coats in order to hide that color. And then I didn't worry about the inside of it because, again, that's never going to be seen. So we just went through and painted everything, waited till it dried, and gave it a couple more coats. Now we're going to start distressing our planter once it's all dry. Well, Addison is. And it was so cute because anytime she thought she did too much, she would be like, "Oh, Mommy, I'm so sorry. I think I messed it up." And I'm like, "It's okay. Like, chill." It's all right, baby. Like, you're doing great. So I tried to show her that when you're distressing, you can always take a sander and just go over it and kind of blend it all in. And it really does turn out looking so cute. This is probably my second favorite from today, even though I had no idea what I was doing when I started this, but it really did come out so cute. So she's just feathering on the edges, focusing on the, you know, the dimensions of this project, and then dry brushing a little in the middle. That was another one where she was like, "Oh no, I did too much." I'm like, "It's okay." She was so cute. I'm definitely gonna have to do this again with her. So then I am taking some of these round wood, I don't know, balls that I got from Michael's, and you're gonna need 4. And then I'm taking some of these smaller wood beads. You can get these from Hobby Lobby, Michael's, or you can just order them off of Amazon. There is a link in my description box. And I'm taking the big one and placing some hot glue, taking the smaller bead and placing that on top, and then I repeat that step 4 times. So we're gonna need 4 of these little stands, and then we're gonna flip our planter over, and we are going to hot glue all 4 of these to each corner of these boxes. See, I feel like it's starting to come together, considering that I just was like picking things up and just adding. So next I'm taking some jute, and I just pulled it around and then kind of shoestring tied it and pulled it tight in the hot glue, and then we'll cut the excess off, but for now I just leave it until it holds. I just did this to add a little extra security to hold all the squares together, and then also just to add a little extra, you know, detail. Then I'm taking some ribbon from Dollar Tree, Hobby Lobby, Walmart, you name it, that's where it's from. And I am taking a piece of jute and cinching it. You guys have seen me make this bow a million times. So simple. If you're not good at making bows, this is definitely an easier way to add a little, decoration to a project, or I don't know. I just love these bows. I think they're cute. They're messy. They're fun, like me. Just kidding. And then we're going to hot glue that to the middle of where that jute, where we put that jute down on the box. Then I wanted to add a little burlap flower. I got these back from Hobby Lobby a while ago. They're super inexpensive. So I just let Addison place that in the middle of the bow. And I think this planner turned out so stinking cute. It's definitely one of my favorites. So let me know what you guys think down below as always, and which one is your favorite. If you're new to my channel, I'm Savannah, and I love doing high-end Dollar Tree DIYs, or honestly, anything DIY on a budget, thrift flips, anything that will save this girl a buck. That is what I'm into, and that is what is on this channel. So if that's something you're into, I hope that you stick around, hit that subscribe button. Also, follow me over on Instagram at Savvy Crafts with Savannah. That's where I can feel like I can be a little bit more personal with you guys. Also, if you want to support my channel, there is a link in my description box. It means so much to me, but also another way to support it is liking, sharing, and commenting on all of my videos. It really does mean so much to me. I adore each and every one of you, and I look forward to your comments every video. All right, let's get back into the crafts. Moving on to our last mommy and daughter DIY, I'm taking 2 of these picture frames, and we took everything out of them, like the back of them, and then we are taking the glass and we are tracing it on some scrapbook paper. Now, Addison picked these 2 scrapbook papers out. I let her pick, and these obviously are going to be a set. You guys know I love sets of things, especially these cute little houses to like stagger on a tiered tray. I don't know, they look really cute in my house. To each its own, I don't know. But I love it. So, and they're just a easy touch to something. So anyways, Addison is tracing her glass out, and then once we have them traced out, we will cut both of our scrapbook papers out, and then we are going to Mod Podge them onto the front of the glass. Now, one of my subscribers told me before to like kind of sprinkle or spray the scrapbook paper with some water. So that's what I did before I laid it onto the actual glass itself. So I just spread out the Mod Podge, sprinkled with the water, laid the scrapbook paper down, let it dry, and then recovered it again. And then Addison is repeating the same step for her house. She is just taking some Mod Podge, spreading it out again. Look at her, she's so cute, doing little circles. Honestly, she could be doing like X's and I would think it's cute. She's my baby girl. She's my first, and my only girl, so I love her so much. So I sprinkled her water, and then she laid it on top, and now I'm going back over my house with some Mod Podge just to seal it up and make it all, you know, look like it was made this way. And honestly, she did really good. I think these colors look so cute together. I feel like they're summery, and you could even take them into fall if you wanted to, I feel like, because I have a lot of blues and yellows in my fall as well. So I think it turned out super cute. Now she is just covering her house with Mod Podge, and these papers did wrinkle a little bit, which honestly didn't bother me because I felt like it gave it more of that vintage look. So I loved how that turned out anyways. So next I'm taking some more of these wood beads and some jute, and I always add a little bit of hot glue to the end of my jute and kind of just rub it between my fingers to make sure it makes it easier to thread. I'll put it that way. So I'm just putting beads on there until I get as many as I like. I'm trying to make like a circle wreath with these. So I just put them on there, keep checking the size, put them on there, keep checking the size. And then once I get it how I liked it, I will tie off the jute. Then I wanted to add a little bow to this little wreath. So I just took some scrap burlap jute that I had, ribbon that I had, and I just tied it in a little knot and kind of had the tails hang down to where they looked like a bow. And then I'm going to go back and make another little like bow piece with some jute. So I set that to the side, and then for Addison's, I took some jute and I wrapped it around a couple times. I wish I would have went more, because you'll see in a minute. And then I'm taking some of these Farmhouse beads, and I'm taking 2 and I'm kind of just threading them in there. I kind of want these to dangle off of the house, and you know, I don't know, it looks cute, like they go together because they're wood beads, you know, and they're both like gingham style. What's that song? Gotham style, Gotham, whatever, you know what I mean. So probably not. You guys are probably like, what is she talking about? And here I am rambling. So anyways, yeah, I'm just putting 2 beads on there. Once I get them on there, I knot it at the bottom, and then I cut the excess jute off. And then while I was showing you guys what to do with the beads and rambling, Addison distressed these little frames. I think she did such a good job. She did them all by herself. So I just went back in and sanded them down just to blend it all in. And we put everything back into the frames. And then I'm hot gluing the wood bead wreath on the blue one, and hers is dangling. And I think these are just such a cute pair. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. But in a second, I will show you. I just felt like hers needed a little bit more. Like it was just too plain. Like I wish I would have wrapped it some more with some jute. So I do take another piece of jute and kind of stagger it across the other jutes. Oh, Lordy. And I just felt like it pulled it together and just gave it a little extra touch. And then once that was dry, you could always stick some greenery down in that jute, whatever you wanted to do. But that is a wrap for these DIYs today that I did with Addison. Again, let me know which one is your favorite. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video.
If you stay to the end, make sure you comment a cow emoji.
And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.